Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins here for a little bit. Look, this time of the year after the draft, every year on this channel, we really like to dig into teams' day three, sometimes undrafted free agents, day two picks as well, to figure out the smart moves, the great moves, what teams added really explosive, dynamic playmakers on both sides of the ball that make them much better. In the Miami Dolphins, we already talked about one they added earlier in a video, but there was another big time playmaker we had to bring up. And then, of course, is the running back, Jaylen Wright from the University of Tennessee. Let's get into the article, then we'll talk more about this and what it means for Miami on the other side. This is according to Pro Football Network. The Miami Dolphins somehow just got faster. Mike McDaniel's newest toy, Tennessee running back Jaylen Wright, who ran a 4.38 second 40-yard dash at the scouting combine. The Dolphins took Wright at pick number 120 after trading a 2025 third-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Dolphins felt comfortable parting with that selection because they were expected to have 3 first-rounders in 2025 due to compensatory picks. All right, so Jaylen Wright, I actually watched a lot of him and during his college career at Tennessee. He is the literal definition of a home run hitter. He is a dynamic, massive weapon for this Dolphins offense. Miles, I know you've got some insights onto this, but first, Miami fans, in the comment section below, now that you know all of the new playmakers that are part of this Miami football team as we get ready for training camp, working our way closer and closer to the regular season, who do you think of all the rookies in this class will have the biggest impact early on in their career in 2024? Let us know who you think will be that first impact playmaker and put them in the comment section below. But Miles, give me your thoughts on the addition of Jaylen Wright to this Dolphins offense.
Yeah, Nick, I think this guy is incredible. He's absolutely, like you said, a home run hitter. He's going to be a huge weapon for this Miami offense. I think there's a couple of hidden gems that people may not know about a guy like Wright that make him so valuable. But one, we're going to cover the easy stuff first. Obviously, he's blazing fast. That 4.38 40 is very good. Two, he's very consistent. He was number one among all FBS running backs in yards per carry in 2023. That's 7.39 yards per carry is absolutely ridiculous. Also, another stat he led the FBS in is 25.7% of his carries went for 10 plus yards last season. So, one out of every four times he touched the ball, it went 10 plus yards. I think that's absolutely incredible. It just shows exactly like you said, home run hitter is what I think of when I think of a guy like Wright. But there's also not just his playmaking ability in the running game. He was great pass catcher. I think he shows admirable skills as a pass catching running back. And he had some pretty good pass protection reps on film as well, which I think makes him even more valuable. This guy's the full package. And at 210 pounds, I think he has some good size on him as well that we won't have to worry about him being injured too much. I think that this is a guy who's very, very good. I think he's going to be a really valuable asset for this Miami offense.
Yeah, I think he's literally the perfect weapon for Miami as it looks forward to 2024 and beyond. Because I think the one weakness with one of their better running backs, obviously Raheem Mostert, is that he's not as good as a pass catcher. He only graded out 51.8 as a receiver in 2023. He's not bad, but it's just not his best skill set. Jaylen Wright, like you alluded to, can be an explosive big play option out of the backfield as a receiver, on top of his big playability as just a traditional running back in the running game as well. So you're talking about like an instant offense on a team that really already had a lot of instant offense. And I think this was a really smart move for the Miami Dolphins and the addition of Jaylen Wright, because I'm going to go back to the late season push and really lack thereof. And of course, the playoff loss against the Kansas City Chiefs. And look, the Dolphins, we all know they were decimated by injuries. That's undeniable. But the reality is, when push came to shove, the Dolphins were one big playmaker short, right? Tyreek Hill obviously could do his thing. Obviously, they had Jalen Waddle could do his thing when healthy, but I think they were down just one more guy. They just lacked that one more explosive element. And when it gets late in the season, that needs to be a running back. And as much as I love A-Chain, he's going to be a phenomenal big play guy. He has legitimate serious injury concerns. The Miami Dolphins needed another big playmaker who did not have any of those concerns. I think Jaylen Wright is in a great position to do just that, giving this offense another playmaker, whether it's receiving the ball out of the backfield or, again, traditional running. But there's another element to this pick that I really like. It's also the value element as well. Jaylen Wright, according to PFF, was number 68 on their big board of top prospects. So it's a great value selection for the Miami Dolphins. And he's a guy who got better and better and better throughout his career. Again, according to PFF, this was his grades: 72.8 in 2021, 80.3 in 2022, and then 91.0. That's scary good in 2023. So the Dolphins got a lot of great value from a player who's a perfect scheme fit at a position where they need another playmaker, and they got a guy who's just getting better and better and better. This was an outstanding pick for the Miami Dolphins.
Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who may want to target you. Your full name, email, home address, health records, even your relatives. It's all out there. That's why we use Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows us which data brokers are selling our information and automatically submits opt-out requests for us.
Cleaning up our information not only reduces the amount of that stupid spam we all get, but it also protects us from hackers who could use this information to help them access our social media accounts, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. Aura also does much more to protect us and our families from online threats. We also get features like antivirus protection, VPNs, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. That's really key. One location, get all this great stuff. It's really easy to set up. And the best of all, we get everything at one affordable price.
And you may already have one or two of these tools already, but not having Aura is like locking the front door and leaving the back door wide open. Aura is always on, doing the hard work to keep you safe so you can focus on other tasks and have peace of mind. We value our privacy and we value yours. You can go to aura.com/Saturday to start your 2-week free trial. Also, link below in the description. Again, aura.com/Saturday for your free 2-week trial.